Let's talk about organ donation in India. Indian citizens can pledge to donate their organs so that if you die, your body can be useful to multiple people. It's probably a little unpleasant to think about your death, but if you actually think about it, organ donation is a sort of extension of your life, isn't it? But first, let's understand what organ donation is and how it works in India. Organ transplantation and donation are permitted by law under the Transplantation of Human Organs Act 1994. This act allows organ donation by live and brainstem dead donors. A 2011 amendment made way for the donation of human tissues. This amended act is called the Transplantation of Human Organs and Tissues Act 2011. According to this act, buying or selling organs in any way is a punishable offense. So how does the act define an organ? An organ is a part of the body that performs a specific function and includes the heart, lungs, kidney, and liver. Organ donation is the donation of organs for transplanting them into a person in need of an organ. But it is not only after death that a person can donate an organ. This brings us to the types of organ donation. The first is living donor organ donation, where a person can donate certain organs while still alive. These include one kidney, since the other kidney is capable of maintaining body functions for the donor, a portion of the pancreas, as half is enough for sustaining pancreatic functions, and a part of the liver, as segments of the liver will regenerate in time in both the recipient and the donor. The second type of organ donation is when the donor is deceased. A person can donate multiple organs and tissues after brainstem or cardiac death, and the donated organs continue to live in another person's body. A question that some may have is whether there is an age limit for organ donation. This varies depending on whether it is a living or cadaver donation. In a living donation, the donor should be above 18. For most organs, the deciding factor is the donor's physical condition, not age. Specialist healthcare professionals decide which organs are suitable on a case-by-case basis. In case of tissues and eyes, age doesn't usually matter. Deceased donors can generally donate organs and tissues with the following age limits: kidney and liver up to 70 years, heart and lungs up to 50 years, pancreas and intestine up to 60 to 65 years, corneas and skin up to 100 years, heart valves up to 50 years, and bone up to 70 years. Organs and tissue from donors in their 70s and 80s have been transplanted successfully globally. So, apart from just age, who can actually be a donor? A living donor has to be 18 or older and should have voluntarily authorized the removal of any organ and/or tissue during their lifetime. As for deceased donors, people of any age, race, or gender can become an organ and tissue donor after death. The consent of a near relative or person in lawful possession of the dead body is required before such donation. If the deceased donor is under 18, consent from a parent or authorized near relative is required. The medical suitability for organ donation is determined at the time of the donor's death. Potential organ donors are screened for diseases at the time of harvesting organs by drawing blood and testing it to rule out transmissible diseases and viruses. The family of the potential donor is made aware that this procedure is required. Organ donation is possible even if a donor has existing medical conditions. Such a person's fitness to donate is decided by a healthcare professional based on their medical history. In very rare cases, organs of donors with HIV or hepatitis C are used to help others with the same conditions. But these are only carried out when both parties have the same condition. All donors have rigorous checks to guard against infection. Apart from organ donation, there is something called whole body donation. Organ donation is covered under the Transplantation of Human Organs Act 1994, which deals with the act of giving life to others after death by donating organs to the needy. On the other hand, whole body donation is covered under the Anatomy Act 1984 and is about the act of giving one's body after death for medical research and education. But can you do both? No. Bodies are not accepted for teaching after organ donation or a post-mortem examination. But if only the corneas are donated, the rest of the body can still be given for research. We'll end with a quick few facts on organ donation. Tissues like cornea, heart valves, skin and bone can be donated in case of natural death. Vital organs like heart, liver, kidneys, intestines, lungs, and pancreas can only be donated in case of brain death. Organs like heart, pancreas, liver, kidneys, and lungs can be transplanted to people whose organs are failing. These allow many recipients to return to a normal lifestyle. In India, we have a 24/7 toll-free helpline for organ donation, which is 1800-114770. Also, in India, 13th August is observed as Organ Donation Day every year. The NOTTO website gives out data for liver, kidney, and heart donations in India for the past few years. Kidney donations are on top, followed by liver donations, and ending with heart donations, which are very few. This means that there are far more living donations than post-death ones. In fact, organ donation data from 2016 to 2021 shows that out of 61,858 organ donations, 50,007 were living donations and 11,851 were cadaver donations. And among living transplants, people mostly give organs to their close relatives rather than to strangers. In a country like ours, where so many people die from various kinds of organ failure, wouldn't it make a real change if more people signed up as organ donors? If you do decide to sign up or are already a registered organ donor, please make sure you inform your loved ones about your decision. And speaking of loved ones, do share this video with them. Also, like this video if you found this information useful. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Factly and hit the bell icon for updates.